Brad, obviously not as much incentive on this game as you would have liked, but start directing thoughts to what you can get for next year's, maybe a look at some younger players?
Potentially. I mean, we've played a lot of young players this year, and you know, we'll have one force change. Will Walker will come out of the side with what fortunately is only a minor injury. Will be in a brace for 3 weeks, and but the most important thing is Will start pre-season with the rest of the group. So he's got a very minor injury, but it's enough to keep him out of the game this week. So yeah, we'll most likely bring in a younger player to replace him. Who that is, we're not quite sure yet. We'll just see how everyone gets through training. But that's still a really important game. I mean, it might sound flippant, given there's nothing immediately on the line, but you know, I think we've shown over a period of time that these games are important to lay the foundation for the following year.
Dave, is Uniacke a chance? I mean, he's played some good footy of late.
Yeah, he's certainly one that he'll be in our squad for sure. It's just a matter of who makes the final cut for the 22.
Has Robbie Tarrant been okay the last couple of weeks? Looks like he's laboured a little bit.
He had a really severe gash to his knee, which almost kept him out last week. In fact, we thought he wouldn't get up for the Adelaide game, whereas Robbie told me that he wasn't going to miss a game with a scratch on his knee. The plastic surgeon described it as a bit more of a scratch, so it was remarkable the way he was able to get up and function, pretty well, albeit not perfect. But he's recovered really well from that now, and he'll do full training today and be right to go.
Jared was obviously pretty emotional earlier in the week. How do you channel some of that emotion to use it on Sunday?
Yeah, players always want to get up for milestone games, and while this is it's a bit of a nostalgic moment in a way in terms of just Wadey's last game, but I mean it's players do want to get up for guys that have had such an impact on the football club. And Wadey, while I can't believe it's only been 4 years that he's been here, he's left such an impact, and the players that want to play for him and get the result.
How's Ben Jacobs tracking?
Yeah, he's I mean, you can see him right behind us there training and doing some work, and yeah, it's frustrating because he'll probably be very close this week. But I mean, when you analyse the risk reward, I just think the risk is too great. It's not only to get back into full contact games. I mean, he hasn't done a main training session in 10 weeks, so that puts him through the roof in terms of soft tissue injury risk and proprioception, all those things that just put him at too much risk. So I think it'd be foolish to try and rush him into the team this week. But I mean, the positive side is if we were playing next week, he'd probably play.
How important would it be for the club if Ben Brown can get the Coleman medal?
Yeah, it's a really hard question to answer. I mean, I think it'd be a great reward for his season and for our season. But you talk to Ben, it's not at the forefront of his mind. I mean, and that's again the coaching cliches that come out around staying in the moment and just focusing on the next contest. That's the way Ben plays his best footy. So I think if he went out and thought, I want to kick a bag today, he'd go away from the things that make him a good player. So he'll just stay focused on the way that he needs to play. But I don't think he'll be able to stop 21 other blokes trying to kick it to him too often.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, going to the game, knowing what it's going to be like, how many he's going to be behind potentially, it's going to be hard to stop him trying to get it to him. Yeah,
it will. But Brownie has said that he's going to try and get the ball to Wadey as much as possible too. So it's a pretty unique game, this one in that regard. But I'll just be trying to get the players in the mindset of take the best option that's available. And fortunately for Ben, that's usually him.
Obviously, a decision on Jared earlier in the week, and you guys caught up last week. Do you chat with Scott Thompson about his future in the similar vein? Yeah,
we're talking all the time. I mean, Scotty's had a great season, and we've just got to continue to work through all the moving parts that every club faces at this time of year. But we've had great discussions. We've got a great long-standing relationship. So we're all really clear, but there are some unknowns at the moment that we just can't sort of put a full stop on. So. But we're pretty confident that we'll be able to sort of expedite that process. It won't be a situation where he's sitting waiting through October to see what's happening.
Are you keen for him to go?
Yeah, I think Scotty's proven this year that he's played a vital role for us on field, but a vital role in helping with Robbie Tarrant develop Mad Jack Dore and Ben Mackay and Sam Durden. So there's a crucial role he's played this year, and ideally I'd like him to continue that.